Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Generate Gaming. I am your host, Jaws Legacy, and this is your host, Roma Therapy. So this week we will be talking about how a lot of games are being turned into TV shows and movies, what we think of it, which ones are our favorites, which ones we think are absolutely terrible. Let's get into it. So, Roma, what have you been playing this week?
I bought Dark Souls 3 last weekend, so that's all I've been playing.
And how are you liking it?
Well, it's pretty good. Spoiler alert, it's a really good game.
Yeah. Are you finding it difficult at all, as it is Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard game. It's about overcoming the challenges and figuring out what the hell's going on, or how to defeat the bosses and shit, the enemies.
Yeah.
I had to create a second character because I realized I fucked up with my first character.
Fucked up in what way?
I chose the wrong class for the style of play that I wanted.
Okay.
And then I think I spec'd him out a little bit wrong too. So I spent like 6 or 7 hours with that character, and then realized I should probably switch to a mana user or whatever, like it's a pyromancer.
Okay, so what did you
Like
start off with?
A spellcaster. Huh?
What did you start off with?
I can't. A thief or something like that.
Okay. Now,
And then I didn't really know what the starting items were. So then after 6 or 7 hours of playing and kind of getting frustrated, I watched a YouTube video, and someone was like doing their run and kind of explaining things, and I was just like, oh, okay, well, this makes a little more sense now. I'm gonna kind of copy his starting thing and then go from there.
respec out.
I don't think I'm specking him out properly, but
Yeah, but it's also trial and error and specking him out to how you play.
right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, have you heard about the Last of Us TV show?
I have heard of that.
Okay. So, if you haven't, this is a little thing that I got off their description of it. It is going to be a story of love and redemption. The Last of Us, a critically acclaimed video game series, which is a story of Joel, a brutally cold smuggler, harshened by the world around him, and a story of Ellie, a 14-year-old girl who lost everything around her. The pair, forced together through circumstances beyond their own knowing, must travel through the dark and devastating post-apocalyptic USA. So the show is going to be the creator of the show is Neil Druckmann and Craig Mazin, who are also the writers.
It's Neil Druckmann.
Yeah, Druckmann. That's right.
Who's the creative director of Last of Us 1 and 2.
Yes. And they're also the writers from Chernobyl, the show, and also The Hangover 2 and 3. They also wrote. So, you've played The Last of Us. I have not played The Last of Us. What do you think the show will revolve around, or do you think it's going to be as close to the video game as possible, or do you think they're going to make a whole new approach to it?
I think it'll probably end up being similar to the premise of the first game. Well, and maybe the second game once they get there. Hopefully they don't get through the full first game in the first season of the show or whatever, because that was like a 20-hour campaign, 15 to 20-hour campaign, but there's so many ways that they can go. The main premise of the show is Joel has to bring Ellie to the good guys because she's immune to the virus that outbroke, and they're gonna use her to
blood.
create a vaccine, basically. So
Okay.
that's the premise in a nutshell.
Okay. So, how do you feel about video games being turned into movies and TV shows?
It's hard to say, because if it's done right, which it's not, it's rarely done right, but when it is done right, it works. But like, video games are more than just the story. It's about experiencing and doing the thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you could see Joel, like for example with The Last of Us, you could see Joel bash a guy in the face with a baseball bat, and that's cool because we've seen that many times. But to actually do it and to like feel the weight of that bat against the guy's head, just in a controller or whatever, you're not actually feeling anything, but you can still feel it even though you can't physically feel it. It's completely different than, and then like sneaking around the clickers, when you're actually the one sneaking around, it's completely different than just watching somebody sneak. So
oh, absolutely. It's that little bit of that adrenaline that you get, like, oh shit, don't get caught.
Yeah, whereas if you're just passively watching a movie, it's like, well, I'm sure he's not going to get caught because it's a movie, and if he gets caught, movie's over.
That'd be pretty funny though. Just 15 minutes into the movie, done. Credits.
What the fuck?
So what do you think some that have done it right versus some that have done it wrong?
I mean, there's not very many that have done it right, I don't think.
I think one of the ones that have done it right so far is The Witcher. I think that is fantastic.
Oh yeah. Yeah, The Witcher show is amazing.
But yeah, like they're like, it's a hit or miss. They either do them well or they're fucking terrible.
That Sonic movie was pretty good though.
I really did enjoy the Sonic movie.
Yeah, that was enjoyable, even though it's not like a good movie, but it's not horrible.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Absolutely a fun movie to watch.
Yep. Especially in the right mindset. Like, it was fucking hilarious to me.
Yeah, if you're not going in looking for the greatest movie ever made, and you know that it's, a B-tier movie that has a character that you fucking grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
And
that
Ben Schwartz is hilarious. So.
Yep. And I thought Jim Carrey was played Eggman perfectly.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's good too. And they announced the sequel to that too, eh?
Yep. Yes, they did. So they speaking of bad versions of video games turned into movies, Resident Evil. In my opinion, it started off decent, and then somewhere in the middle, it just started to get completely random with the movie. She randomly got magic powers. She got telekinesis powers and all that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It started to get real weird. But with that being said, they have announced that they will be rebooting the Resident Evil movie franchise, and they will be keeping it closer to the original video game. So the Resident Evil is an upcoming German-American survival horror film directed by Jonas Roberts and written by Roberts and Greg Russo, serving as a reboot of the Resident Evil film series, which is based on the video game series of the same name. The film stars Kayla, I can't say her last name, Scoldario, Robbie Amell, Hannah John Campbell, Evan Jogia, Tom Hopper.
Doesn't matter by now.
No,
That Robbie Amell is Green Arrow, isn't he?
I do believe so. And then there's also Leo Gio and Neil McDough. According to Roberts, it will be an original story set in 1998 and is based on the elements of the first and second game. Development took place in early 2017 after Resident Evil: The Final Chapter was released, with producer James Wan expressing interest in the project. It was announced that Wan would produce the reboot with a script written by Greg Russo in December of 2018.
And Greg Russo is one of the Russo brothers?
I would assume.
Okay.
But one thing that I thought is pretty cool is that the filming began in October 17th of 2020, and it has started to be filmed in the Greater Sudbury, Ontario, Canada.
That's not too. That's like 9 hours away from here.
Yep. Which I thought that was pretty exciting. But yeah, like, I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil franchise. I love the first, I think, 2 movies were fantastic. They weren't, like, as you said, they weren't like A-level movies. They're B-level, but like, yeah, I think at the end of the second one into the third one, she started to get telekinesis powers.
That's ridiculous. I think I've only seen maybe the first 2. Definitely the first one. I'm not sure if I watched any of the other ones though.
Yeah, like the first one, it took place in the mansion. Cool. Second one, Nemesis was there. Cool. Third one, they're in a desert, and she somehow has telekinesis powers.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah.
So as crazy as those movies get, though, and like people often say that they're not the greatest movies, especially video game movies, the last one, the one that's called Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, has made the most of all of them.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's
in the box office.
Yeah, like it's still like a good. They're still good movies, but in my personal opinion, I think they could have done a lot better. I mean, they took their own. They started with like it being like a Resident Evil kind of franchise movie, and then made it their own.
Yeah.
What do you think is your favorite video game, TV or movie show that they have made?
TV show or movie?
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. It has to be The Witcher, I guess. I forgot about that. Because I was specifically thinking of movies. I didn't even think I forgot about the idea of them being TV shows and stuff. So yeah, I guess The Witcher is just amazing. Even if and I never played more than a couple of hours of Witcher 3, and I still loved
the TV show. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Like, I'm super excited for the season 2.
Yeah. Hopefully that comes soon.
Yeah, on Netflix it just says season 2 was announced. Get ready.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, there's a Netflix page though for it.
Well, because it's on the Witcher's page, but yeah, on top it just says season 2 was announced. It's coming soon.
That's funny.
What do you think one of the worst ones done has been?
I mean, I heard that I'm looking at this list on Wikipedia of the list of films based on video games. So this is what I'm going off of specifically. And what drew me to mind was that Need for Speed movie. Did you watch that?
No, it looked terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it looked absolutely garbage.
It is ridiculous. It's not the worst movie ever. But for being like a Need for Speed movie, you're just like, what?
Because yeah,
like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I was about to say, like what you have to consider is you have Need for Speed, and then you have the Fast and Furious franchise. I mean, what is Need for Speed?
It's Fast and the Furious.
But without any action, because you just drive a car and do laps.
In the movie, there was action, which was so weird.
You know what I mean? Like if it was
Um,
like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, then it's a whole movie about a guy getting chased by cops.
exactly. Yeah. They announced a new Mortal Kombat show.
Is it a show? I thought it was a movie because that Mortal Kombat trailer looks fucking bomb.
Is it a trailer
It is a trailer.
or is it a movie? It's on HBO Max.
Yeah,
But,
I'm pretty sure it's a movie. If it's a TV show, fuck, it's gonna be a killer show then.
yeah, that would be pretty cool.
But like just
If it
based
was a
off,
show.
yeah, but based off of the looks of it and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure it's a movie.
Right. Yeah. I guess WB doesn't really make TV shows.
Yeah.
There was that Street Fighter. Some fan made a Street Fighter YouTube show. It was like 6 episodes or something like that, and this is probably like
But it looked wicked
10
though.
years ago.
Yeah,
It was fucking amazing.
it was great. Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching that. Yeah, it was like what, like six episodes?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then there was also the Assassin's Creed movie.
Yes.
I just remember that one.
Did you watch that one?
I did. Again, like it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great.
I liked it.
Like it.
Uh,
Go on.
No, that Mortal Kombat is a movie because it's. I just watched the trailer and it says see it in theaters April 16th and on HBO Max.
That's weird. That's what
For
I thought.
no additional cost.
Yep. And then
We don't get that.
no, we do not. And then there's also Monster Hunter is being turned into a video or into a movie.
Yeah.
With the same actress from Resident Evil.
Mila Jovovich.
Yes, something like that.
Something like that.
I'm pretty sure there's a Final Fantasy TV show coming out. Same with Uncharted, but that's a movie.
If that, yeah. With Spider-Man as young Drake.
Yes. There's also a Resident Evil TV show coming, I believe, to Netflix.
Resident Evil TV show and a reboot of the movies?
I believe so. And then there's also a Devil May Cry is supposedly in development on Netflix as well.
Is that gonna be animated?
I'm not too sure. There's not a lot of details on it. Oh no, yeah, it's a animated Devil May Cry series.
True. Apparently in 2019 there was an announcement of a Just Dance movie.
So just like a reboot of Step Up.
I guess. I don't know how the hell you make a Just Dance movie.
Okay, so I found this list, and it's the 43 video games ranked from worst to best. Number 43, yeah, video game movies. So the worst movie that they are saying is Alone in the Dark.
Okay.
And then there's Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which
Yeah,
I think
that's pretty bad.
I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it's like super old school. You know what I mean? That's the
like
second
Mortal
one.
Kombat 2. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it goes House of the Dead.
Right.
Oh, I forgot there was a Blood Rain movie. Yeah, that was fucking terrible.
I don't think I ever watched that.
And there's Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. That came out in 2009. Forgot about that. 2015, there was a Hitman Agent 47 movie.
Is that the first one or the second one? You say 2015?
Yeah, it was in 2015.
Holy moly!
It came out.
The second one.
It came out August 21st of 2015. 1994, the Street Fighter. I didn't think it was so bad. I mean, it was super cheesy and for what they had in that moment. Oh yeah, Hitman 1, 2007.
That's with Timothy Oliphant.
Yes.
That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, so that one ranked 31.
Okay.
Max Payne comes in at number 29.
Okay.
Damn.
That's a Marky Mark movie.
Yeah. And then Assassin's Creed is actually on number 27.
Better than Hitman and? Wow. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Right?
It's a good movie. Other
Oh,
than
yeah.
the fact that he plays the same character, like the same, it's the same actor playing both the ancestor and the modern time guy, which
Yeah.
has never been the case.
No.
Other than that, not that bad of a movie.
Yeah, and they also did leave it on like that they could make another one.
Yeah, but it's been like 7 years or something, hasn't it?
That one came out 2016. Yeah. So it's only been 5 years. Man, 2005 Doom with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I forgot about that movie. That comes in at number 25.
That's ridiculous that they say that one is better than for Hitman and the one we just talked about.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never watched it though, because typically video game movies suck, so I typically don't ever watch them.
Yeah. And then 24 is Resident Evil Apocalypse, which I believe is it's the second one with with Nemesis in it.
Oh, true.
And then number 21 is Tomb Raider.
What year Tomb Raider?
2001, Angelina Jolie.
True.
And then number 20 is Resident Evil Afterlife, which is 6 years after Apocalypse.
Wait, what was the other Resident Evil movie that you said?
First one was Apocalypse, which is 2004, which is the second one.
Oh, and then Afterlife.
Afterlife is 2010, which I believe is the third or fourth one.
Both released on the same day of the year as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're both on September 10th, 6 years apart.
Okay, now I know this list is not accurate at all after seeing this. Number 19, Need for Speed.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But what beat Need for Speed for the number 18 spot? The 1993 cult classic Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
And then,
that's a fun movie.
Oh, it was a great movie. I mean, I don't know why the Koopas had such little fucking heads.
Because why not?
Well, that's what I mean, but that's like, that movie is so ridiculously bad that it's good.
Yep.
And then then after Super Mario Bros, it's Resident Evil Extinction, which is the one where they're in the desert and she somehow has powers.
True.
16 is Tomb Raider. I believe the second one is 2003. The Circle of Life.
True.
Number 15, World of Warcraft. I forgot they made that into a movie. But that was actually a decent movie though.
Yeah, that's actually the highest grossing films on the list of films based on video games according to Wikipedia.
Nice.
According to box office, worldwide box office. At just under $500 million.
Holy fuck. 14, Resident Evil Retribution. Number 13, Silent Hill. Number 12, which I didn't even know this was a movie, but DOA, or Dead or Alive. Yep. Did not know they turned that one into a movie. Man, Resident Evil catching a lot of fucking stuff. The first
there's
Resident Evil
7 of
movie,
them.
yeah, the first Resident Evil movie comes to place number 11. And we have a special guest.
Baby, baby, baby.
Ugh. Alright, so this is Alice, everyone. Say hi.
Say hi, Alice.
Say hi.
Hi.
Oh man, like these get kind of ridiculous afterwards. So, number 9 is Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. Okay. Number 8, the number 8 movie that beats out a lot of the other shit, the Angry Birds movie.
I've heard good things about that movie, though.
Did you?
I've heard that it's not the worst movie.
So, number 7 spot, Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. In 2011 it came out. Number 6 is the original Mortal Kombat movie from 1995. Rampage 2018 with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson takes number 5.
Balls.
The reboot of Tomb Raider in 2018 takes the number 4 spot, beats out the original. And now we have the top 3. Taking the number 3 spot is Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nice.
Number 2 is Pokemon Detective Pikachu. I agree. I thought that movie was fantastic.
Never watched it.
Oh, it's a really good movie. And then taking the number 1 spot with a 73 on Rotten Tomatoes. With a 73 on Rotten Tomatoes is the Angry Birds movie 2.
That's ridiculous. So they got Angry Birds in the top 5 twice?
Well, they have Angry Birds 1 and Angry Birds 2.
In the top 5?
In the top 5, no.
Oh.
The 8th spot was Angry Birds, the first one.
True.
But at the same time, a lot could be said. Like, it's the same thing that goes with like books or comic book movies. Like, either the person they either make the movie so it follows along as accurately as possible, but then it could still be a really shitty movie, or they make up their own shit and just use the synopsis of the actual book or movie, and they make their own version of it and it's pretty decent.
Right. Which is what they did with...
So overall, video games, books, comic books, any of that being turned into movies, always a hit and miss. But yeah, are you looking forward to any other games or anything coming up?
Games?
Yeah, like any new games coming up that you're excited about?
I don't know. I can't even think of what is coming up.
Well, I'm excited about Kingdom Hearts coming to PC.
Oh, yeah. So you can get the complete collection on Xbox for like $40,
Mm-hmm.
or you can get that same collection on PC for like $300.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking ridiculous.
What do you guys think? What do you think is one of the best video games being turned into being turned into movies? That's all from this week. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that bell to know when we generate a new video, and leave a comment. Share. I'm Jaws Legacy. This is Alice. That's Roma Therapy. Have a good one.
Peace.